Derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp derp.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff.
Burn out, where we have a shot of the drone ship holding position in the Atlantic Ocean.
Landing burn startup.
And there we can see the lights beginning to illuminate the platform and the waters around.
Stage 2 has entered terminal.
Stage
limits.
1, landing leg deployed.
Okay, let's see if we're able to stick this landing. Looks pretty good. There we can see the first stage has landed. This marks the 74th successful recovery of an orbital class rocket and the 5th recovery for that particular booster that you see there.
Even though SpaceX rocket launches are now commonplace, they still manage to be awe-inspiring. What has been accomplished by humankind should be lauded and fill us with pride. However, not all humankind sees things the same way. What you are about to see is one man's interpretation of this rocket launch. No! Trigger warning activated. Trigger warning activated. Trigger warning activated.
Come on now. That's a balloon, guys. Real rockets go up like 1,000 miles an hour, dude.
Yes, you heard that right. Nathan Thompson is drunk and along with Austin Whitsitt is flat smacking a SpaceX rocket launch.
Look at that. Are you joking? Are you guys honestly thinking that goes to space? Dude, look how boring that is. Wow. Wow.
Aw, how cute. He thinks the rocket should look like it's moving rapidly from his vantage point. Hey, Nathan.
Okay, one last time. These are small, but the ones out there are far away. Small, far away. Forget it.
Watch it start to turn off into the horizon because they're parabolic. They don't go straight up. They don't go into space.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
You're all being lied to and your money's being stolen, and they're telling you to wear a face mask for something that can't protect you from something that doesn't exist.
Nathan, what the hell does this launch have to do with mask requirements? You are right about one thing, though. They, meaning you, do lie and take advantage of people for money and places to stay.
There you go, bro, off in the ocean. Look, it's tilting. It's tilting.
We're spinning 66,000 miles per hour around the sun in a near perfect vacuum.
Oh, wow. You can hear Austin in the background preaching flat earth nonsense.
It's barely gonna leave the freaking... It's like, wow.
You are at a night rocket launch and you are shitting all over an awesome achievement of humankind? Fuck you, Nathan.
95% of the world's helium supply is bought by NASA.
And you really have to ruin this for...
What do you mean ruin it?
Ruin it.
It's not real. Space isn't real. What do you mean ruin it? We're here to tell you the truth, the good news.
It's no wonder you removed this from your Be the Change channel. You didn't want people to see you drunk and disorderly at the rocket launch since, well, you know, you usually reserve that for Discord. But I digress. Here is what you actually put regarding this.
Lame.
They're spy glasses.
We have everything documented.
You
Everything's
back the
documented.
fuck up.
Don't worry.
You're the one
Just
coming
relax.
attacking people.
No, we told you the truth. I've tested
Put
Earth.
that on YouTube, bitch.
I will. Don't worry. We're on live right now.
Hey Nathan, if you fling shit around people, expect some shit flung back at you.
Look at this guy. Don't try and touch my stuff, bro. That's assault.
He didn't touch your precious security blanket, Nathan. He was trying to block the light that was in his eyes, idiot. Ding!
Hey, don't worry. You guys are yelling at us. I have
Verbally assaulting someone.
You came in assaulting us.
We didn't talk about religion or politics.
Just relax.
We're just trying to tell you that they're stealing $16 million a day.
Okay, well, you made your point. Move on.
What? You're not my boss, bro. You're not the boss of me, bro. You move on.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
And again, this time in solidarity with those trying to enjoy the rocket launch and all those that you have harassed over the years. Fuck you.
Derp derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp derp.
Welcome, everyone. I can't believe I am covering this topic yet again. But as Albert Einstein said, only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. So here we go again because of the latter.
Lake Tahoe.
Yes, it is Lake Tahoe. I have been there many times.
You can see some of the crepuscular rays coming down through the clouds, proving that the sun is not 93 million miles away by triangulating the straight lines.
Crepuscular rays are caused by openings or notches in the clouds, as shown here, and like railroad tracks, are actually parallel to each other. What we see as angled rays is merely our individual perspective to those parallel rays.
It's very obvious the sun is a local light.
Are you sure about that? By your argument, that means the sun is right above these trees then. Or right above this lake, perhaps.
And it's also very obvious that water is flat and it's filling its container, so you have raised ground all the way around, like a wall.
Lake Tahoe is in an area known as the Lake Tahoe Basin. It is a valley created by parallel fault lines, the eastern margin and the western margin, which created a V shape, and at the bottom of which sits Lake Tahoe. The water of the lake isn't flat, however, it is level.
Proving that on a larger scale, the Earth would have to be, the oceans of our Earth would have to be contained by an outer perimeter, exterior wall, container of some kind.
One thing I want to point out is that Lake Tahoe has tides, as evidenced by the water constantly coming to the shore. Okay, Trevor, if there is this outer wall container of some kind, where is it? You would think with all the technology and research out there and at our disposal, the container would have been proven by now. Yet?
And finally, of course, you have the firmament, which is a dome roof.
Ah, yes, the firmament. Firmament means expanse or sky. The word has been misused over time due to misinterpretation.
And your proof there is that we have pressurized air. So when I feel the wind blowing on me, blowing on my face and my hair, that's pressure hitting me. Something's pushing that pressure. Well, that's the definition of being in a pressurized system.
A pressurized system would imply that the air is the same pressure all over the Earth. We know this to not be the case, as the air is denser at the surface of the Earth than it is far above it. Due to the uneven heating of the Earth, we have low pressure systems and high pressure systems, which cause wind and changes in weather.
So you could not have that pressure without a container. And the sky dome roof, the ceiling above our heads, that is the container.
This container thing has so many anti-globers confused. They don't like the fact that gravity is the container, so they have to make up something.
That's how we know scientifically, factually, because you could not have the vacuum of outer space adjacent to a pressurized system.
Scientifically? Factually? What the hell? We don't have a pressurized system next to a vacuum. We have a pressure gradient next to a near vacuum.
It does not work. It cannot ever work.
You are right, it does not work. It cannot ever work on a non-globe Earth. We do not live in a snow globe. Thanks for playing.
Derp derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp derp.
Welcome, everyone. I thought that since Adam's sister did such a wonderful job with the last video I covered by her brother, that I invited her back for this one. Enjoy.
I start the weekend by debunking the ISS.
You have not debunked it yet, dear brother. But please do give it your best shot, as the Americans say.
2 points of reference would I make here. One is top and two just above it. Essentially the top being the anchor point where the harness is coming away, and of course just above it where the second arrow is pointing at some remnants of the harness itself, which I think they faded out, but at certain points we can see it giving the game away.
So you always say Adam. But what game would that be?
We'll watch the clip in normal speed and then I'm going to zoom in and slow it down so we can see it in all its glory. So bear with me, pay particular attention obviously to those 2 points of reference, okay? Remember our mate here, he's coming down, of course, and you remember the 2 points of reference, okay? Normal speed.
It's nice and quiet as well.
Did you see it? Once more, normal speed, bear with me.
It's nice and quiet as well.
And now we'll go super slow-mo. Just to remind you, the 2 points of reference. And now super slow motion. Look at it, see it? And you'll see it on the other side now for briefly, see?
See what? Oh. Do you think that his ear and neck reflecting off the dark reflective surface behind him is the harness strap? Oh, Adam. Let me show you that it is not.
That much of a charade at this point in time. See if I can catch it up.
What you see is a reflection. See how it goes behind the strap or cord behind the netting. And then behind the white covering that is also behind the netting.
Look. And again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Adam. You can clearly make out his blue shirt, the side of his face and his hair. You really need your eyes checked.
I think one of the skills that's really important to have as an astronaut is really good team skills. So sometimes you need to be a leader and sometimes you need to be a follower, and you need to know which one you need to be at any given time. So in order to have a really solid team, someone usually needs to be leading that team, but not always. And all of the team members need to be sort of marching toward that same goal and supporting each other. So working on those team skills, which sometimes means taking good care of yourself as well as looking out for the whole team. Those are the kinds of things to work on. And there's lots of different environments when you're in school that you can do that. It's not just sports teams, but it's also project teams in school. So different classes will have group projects that you need to learn to work together to achieve the assignment together. So those are really good skills that you can be working on right now to prepare yourself for a job like this.
That was a clip from the video you cherry-picked from, showing the astronaut with his feet on the side and slightly bobbing around. And also, notice the other astronaut's hair is moving as she talks.
So all of us up here are trained in some basic emergency medical response. So for example, if someone were to get a severe allergic reaction, then we would know how to treat them immediately. And then if there were longer term care that's needed, we have a lot of capability up here, a lot of diagnostic capability, meaning we can talk and we can get ultrasound pictures and we can share them with the doctors on the ground to help understand what is going on with that person and what kind of treatment they might need. So we really do have a lot of capability both on board and via what we call telemedicine.
In that clip, the ball stayed spinning in place, with a wobble, for at least 27 seconds. It never slowed down nor did it fall.
That's a great question, Madison, about how we adjust to sleeping in microgravity. During the daytime, it's super fun to be able to climb around and reorient yourself and enjoy the environment from all different directions. But it is a little bit uncomfortable when you're trying to sleep at night because your body is so used to lying down. And so one of the things that I did when I first got here was I used bungee cords, which you see all around our environment. And I used the bungee cords to hold myself against the wall so I would kind of have that sensation of laying down. And now that I've been here for a couple of weeks, my body has gotten a little bit more used to it, and I feel quite comfortable floating while sleeping.
You will see here that, as she flips over, her necklace is floating about. And notice that there is a stuffed animal floating around in all directions as her body knocks it about.
Thank you so much for joining us aboard the International Space Station today. Thanks to everyone at Shine On for your interest in the space program. We hope you follow along our mission as we're here for the next 6 months.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Something weird happened when they moved. Did you catch that, Adam? You can clearly see the red shirt of the female astronaut in the reflective surface and her doing a somersault. And, as the other astronaut floats away, you can clearly see a monitor in the reflective surface behind them. As he goes by it, he blocks its reflection.
ISS debunked via a harness failure. Terrible stuff, fella. Dear, oh dear.
Thank you for coming on again, Rachel.
Oh, my pleasure, Glober Mum. I can only hope that one day, Adam will see the deception he has been pulling on people, and change his ways.
You know, Rachel, more than a few flat earthers have come back to reality, so here's hoping.
Hope is eternal.
Would you like to do the sign-off for the video, Rachel?
Oh, I would love to. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.